What's up? Let's go. Boom. Back at it again. Still have the cell phone in my pocket. Let's put that here. Hey, what's up, guys? So welcome back. Another day, another afternoon. So we started pretty strong this morning, working around with the wiring loom and stuff like that. At the end, we were getting a bit tired of working on that, so we basically went ahead and started working on a few little things, talking about a few different things we will be doing in there. But you know what? That's the amazing thing of having free time during the days. Like every day, I have some free time on the lunch, and like I can take a huge break and everything. And therefore, when I'm back, I'm really keen to dive straight into the same thing I was doing in the morning. So this afternoon, we're gonna try to complete the wiring. Basically, there was quite a mess in that corner over there, in the passenger side around the feet, and we're just gonna try to make it cleaner a little bit. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of wire junction that we won't be able to put a shrink tube on it. So we're just going to tape it just like it is at the moment. However, the tape's gonna be 40 years old, well, 40 years younger than the other one, so that's a win. So we're gonna try to do that, cover everything up there, make sure everything is okay, and if everything's going well this afternoon, we might try to reconnect a bunch of stuff in there, just temporarily. So basically put the dashboard in place, just put the plugs at the bottom there all together, just fit everything back in there but without screwing anything, just so we can put the key to the ignition position, and then basically see if we have stuff working. So I'm saying today, maybe that's gonna be more tomorrow, but we might try it, to be fair. So I'm not talking about flashers and stuff like that, like there's no need for that, but like at least if the headlights are working, that's a good thing. If other accessories like that are working, that's a good thing. And the one big thing I want to try is to put a new fuse, if I still have some, because I need to find them, but basically test with a new fuse the wipers, because since I own the car since the last 10 years, they never worked properly, and I showed you last week the reason for that. Last week, 2 weeks ago I think, I showed you that circuit board that had a burnt diode in there that was jumping through the circuit, and that's the main reason why the fuse kept blowing up on the wiper circuit. So we're gonna test it with the new module we put in there, since we have two spare module now, so that's pretty awesome. Hopefully everything's gonna work okay, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. Shall we start right now? I think we should. So I tried to set up the car a bit differently for this afternoon. Basically, I put it a little higher on the hoist, and I grabbed a chair that I put on the other side, so it should look like dual side. So the cam is there, and I'm gonna be sitting outside of the car, which should be better for you to have a look in there and see what's going on. So let me grab a sip of coffee. A lovely girlfriend went ahead and grabbed me a Starbucks pumpkin cold brew, which is pumpkin spice cold brew, and it tastes so good. She's the most amazing girlfriend a man could want. So basically, the idea is that I could be working like that. And yes, it's working pretty well. Well, it seems like it's gonna work pretty well. So from now on, the idea will be to start around here and work our way around that up to the middle center here. On the floor right there, there's still quite a mess to work out. Here we're gonna be able to put some shrink tube in there, that's for sure. because most of them are linked to those three connectors here. And things like this, that is the, I think, if I'm not wrong, yeah, all these are going in the middle console for accessories, so seats, mirrors, stuff like that. So yeah, these ones are pretty easy to reach, and so we will be working our way around that. Let me grab that. We're gonna remove the shrink tube here. Well, not the shrink tube, but the plastic sleeve, just because we're gonna be replacing all that with a better material. Hey, what up, Maggie? Well, welcome back, you two. Lunch break was so good. Yep, we have connection in here we're gonna have to fix. So more things we are removing, not that we are removing that entirely, we're gonna be replacing that, in fact. So, in fact, we have two choices. We either start here where it's gonna be easier to access everything. So maybe just try to put the webcam wire out of the way. And now I have a little bit of problem here. Wait a sec. There we go, there we go. Yep, I'm good. Watch out for the cam. That. If I'm putting that like this, now it should be out of the way for the work in here. There you go. So the choices that I have right now is to either try focusing on that big mess over here on top, or either start here where it's gonna be easier. And I feel like I'm gonna pick the easy way for now, cause yeah, you know, we took a break, so might as well start with something a bit easier, cause we're not used to that anymore, right? So I'm gonna I won't replace it right now. So I'm gonna start over here and work my way down there, just so we are getting...
Ready, fight!
Oh, what up, NPB? So yeah, that's pretty much me getting ready to fight that wiring loom. What's up, my man? How you doing today? All right, so right here we have one that's gonna be quite easy to do. So grab that, grab shrink tubes. The heat gun is over there, and we're gonna be ready. Hey, your life is probably a bit empty right now with no more kiloton going on, right? You have a spare time. Holy crap, that's insane. All right, so old crappy tape there. Let's remove that. Then let's grab, that one's gonna be this. Pin out, shrink tube, and pin in. There. We're getting so good at this. You find other stuff to do, like coming in here, and I love that. Yay! NPV got time for me now. Get good, TFG. No? Oh shit. That one's not coming as easily. Let's grab the smaller one. It was working a bit better. Oh yeah, of course the engine is in. Of course. Of course, no. No, but honestly, like I know I've been saying that for the last 2 weeks, but we are getting on the good side of the project now, where we are starting to reassemble stuff and make some stuff, like put stuff together. Just like the steering rack, we just had a few little things to modify. And yeah, pretty much, like honestly, Right now we are finishing cleaning the wiring loom, as you will have guessed, because hey, all that mess needs to be clean, and we are just, you know, everything we were finding, like those kind of stuff, like the Y shape, the one wire split it in two, that we were finding like a month and a half ago or 2 months ago. Right now I'm putting shrink tube on it, so it's all clean and protected. And then we're gonna basically, yeah, man, it's looking great, right? Like, honestly, it's insanely good how it fits in there. And yeah, so basically we are finishing cleaning that, and once that job is gonna be done, we're gonna be testing it just to make sure everything's working. And if everything's working, I'm putting the protection sleeve on it, and we're gonna be able to start assembling. Because basically right now the problem is, if I want to work over there, putting the steering wheel in place, putting the brake system in place, the clutch system, like we have that third pedal now, but the steering, the power steering and everything's gonna be at the back there. So once it's gonna be in there, you cannot get like good access to the wiring. So I want to clean the wiring right now, so then I don't have to care about it later on when I'm putting and adding stuff in there. What are you seeing with my air dryer? It's perfect, okay? Let me put the camera there. Get your hair dryer on the shrink wrap. Oh yeah, if you're using that for your hair, I don't know if you have a lot of hair, but if you do, you might think it's a little bit hot. I almost burned myself earlier today. There you go. So we are just doing great thing like this so far. And by the way, I'm saying the same thing to absolutely everyone coming by the stream. If you're ever doing an electronic project or a car project or something like that anytime soon, I really highly recommend getting those 4-to-1 shrink tube, because basically they are just insanely good. Like, they are wrapping so well, and it allows you to not care about, oh, we have empty wires here for the speakers. GG. Basically, yeah, they allows you to, because these ones, these pins are not too bad, but you can go over like the square one, the square pins and stuff like that, and it's working so good. So my 2 cents, buy a proper kit of 4-to-1 ratio shrink tube. It's a lifesaver. So we're gonna take out the grounds, put the shrink on top of it. So top middle. I need shrink. I'm gonna bring the shrink tube kit next to the cam. It's gonna be easier to grab. There. Then drop that on top and repin it. Like that. And like this. That. And that black wire right here. Top 1, 2. So these 2 connectors are, if I remember correctly, for the power windows. That's why there is a few things connected together in there. They are sharing the same ground. I think the same trigger, the same power input, and basically the other one is for the trigger of the switch itself. There you go. And then we can just move that at the back here. Boom. So this way. Oh, am I doing that like that? If I'm doing that, is it gonna work? What is that one? Stop and tell sensor. This is the stoplight module right there. All right, yeah, that's gonna work perfectly. All right, let's heat that. Go. Ground is protected now. Gonna have another one in here. So let's take a look again. Shit! Oh, damn, Micah! You can't do that. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I've done. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, by the way, there's gonna be like 27 more flow scream on stream soon. I just need to take the time to put them in there, but she did a huge work on finding all those clips of her screaming, so there's gonna be way more sound in there. That's gonna be so good. Here we go. Shrink tube. Honestly, a heat gun is the thing you don't know you need until you get one. And when you have one, you're happy to have it. And now I fucked it up. I don't remember if it was going on top here next to the black wire or at the bottom here. Was that on the bottom? And I don't have the other end to know. I think it was on top. All right, time to look at the VOD, I guess. Gonna shrink that in place. Are you even the good one? Oh yeah, no. Wait, what? Ah, that's not even the good one. Are you freaking kidding me? They are sharing that. All right, let me try to look at it again. A chance I started in here and not on the other side. So we have that one here, and it's that one I was supposed to do. Not the one I just put a freaking tube on it. I got messed up by that little thing here. That's absolutely nothing. Well done. The best part about that guns is they can warm your hand when it's cold out, and or your electrical tape. That tape how do you get works best when warm, so I keep it in pocket. It makes it stickier. Oh, for real? Damn, that's good. That's really good to know. Well, so far it's working pretty well. All right, so I'm gonna remove that because I totally fucked that up. Oh, I don't think it was in there. I think it was right on top there. Now that I remember the movement I did to get it out. But I'm gonna have to verify just to make sure. So don't do that at home, kid. Be sure of what you're doing. Be focused. Come on, man. There. Get that shrink tube out. Put that on top like you think it was, and then go look at the VOD to see if you're right or you're wrong. Ow. But yeah, so far that tape feels really good to use, by the way, Micah. Thank you for the recommendation. Hey, what's up, everyone? There's quite a lot of people in here. Hope you're doing all super well. All right, I'm gonna take a look at my own VOD, because basically, I'm not sure of what I've done so far. Video. All right, it's zoomed in way too much in here. All right, 30 minutes ago, that's a good one. Let's try to see. All right, I'm almost there. Oh, what the heck? Just need to find that. Okay, almost there. Okay, oh, I'm gonna have a look. Oh, that's so good to have that. Yeah, bottom left, opposite side of the black wire. Okay, cool. Nailed it. Nailed it. Hey, what's up, Frank? Comment est-ce qu'il va, François? Content de ton week-end? All right, let's do that. Yep, so many wires. So many. That's the fun part of a project car. So right now, basically, we are going through everything we cleaned up at the beginning of the summer. And we are, yep, so now it's in the good place. And we are just covering all those little thing here that there was connection crimp. So we are making sure everything is covered and protected. So therefore, we're gonna be able to test the wiring loom, because we want to test it before covering it, before putting like $50 to $75 worth of wrap on there. So that one right here is coming right through there on top there. So if you want to see, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but basically here we can see where I'm pushing the tab right in the middle there. And with that, I'm supposed to be able to pull that pin out. Even though right now it didn't seem to work super well. Right, so I might as well use that one then, because that one's working a bit better for those sometimes. Come on. That one's not working well. Poop, 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 poop. Really? Come on, I just need that little tab to get the fuck down. There you go. There you go. Boom. And that's exactly what I was saying. NPV if you're still there, but even Micah, like you see those are quite some big some really big connectors, and if you were using a 2-to-1 ratio shrink tube, it wouldn't be able to slip on top of it like this and have enough like a big enough ratio to basically shrink and be tight around the wire, which this one with the 4-to-1 is quite enough. So with that said, I can just push that back in place like so, and then even if here I have just one wire on each side, I'm gonna be able to cover that really easily and shrink that. And I just failed, it slipped. Lol. That's the first one I'm messing up. I didn't see it slip on there. All right, that's the first fail. Gonna have to remove that one. It slipped when I was hitting it. It slipped away from the junction, which is pretty useless now. I hope this is not how the afternoon's gonna be. I've done like 2 mistakes in a few minutes. Damn. That's just for content. I'm playing with for the best of course. Just doing that for the best of. At the end of the project, we will look on when I messed up and everything, and that's gonna be in there. Easy. Easy excuses. All right, let me just remove that top layer there. Add brake. Alright guys, I'm also going to have a huge decision to make. For the last racing event of this season, what am I doing? Am I driving my BMW? Am I trying that little Honda Fit on the circuit? That will be so funny. And I just got a set of mags of wheels for the winter that I'm gonna be using, but like there's still a bit of racing tire on it, so I would really love to basically try that. Or am I trying to drive anything else that someone is willing to give me for me to test? That's quite a huge decision I have to do there. Like, it won't change anything for the result of my season, so I don't care, but I need to choose if I'm driving, what I'm driving. Also, technically, the offer for that Mustang, I think, was available for that last event too. So I could be trying that Mustang even more. So many decisions to do. So many decisions to make. Like, that Mustang was freaking awesome to drive, so that will be also really cool. Or one thing I could do, and I might do that, is basically go ahead and drive my Honda Fit for the first 3 tries in the morning. And once we are done with once I'm done with my first few tries, maybe go ahead and drive something else that someone could lend me. Like I could borrow the car of someone and drive that, or try different car in the afternoon session. That would be great. Feel like that will be something cool too. Cause yeah, I would love to test the Honda Fit. It's pretty impressive, to be fair. Like it's not a crazy car, but it's not supposed to be. So that's why it's kind of impressive how it reacts. Like there's a little bit more power than you expect. There's a few different things that works pretty well with that car. So yeah, we'll have to see. All right, so we have one connector in here and another one at the top right there going into, oh shit. All right, so that one we just did a few minutes ago. We have to remove that again because there's another shrink tube to slip on it up to the bottom there. So, oh well, might as well. That's not too hard to do, so we might as well do it properly. So see, that's what I think is a bit weird with that original wiring loom, is that you have splitted wires, unsplitted wires, unsplitted wires. All right, so there we go. That one's coming at the bottom here. And from here, I need to remove one connector from there. Just gonna try to give you a little bit more angle so you're a bit more centered to the action. So that one's going up here, and that's a connector I don't like. Well, I don't like, it's just working less. It's harder to remove, that's it. Like it's no big deal, it's just a little bit harder to remove. That one was not too bad. Oh, that's gonna be a hard one to slip onto. Oh man, it's already the end of the racing season. That's crazy. I feel like my summer went by so quickly. It's insane. Right, wanna see something? That right here is a damaged connector, and it has been damaged by heat. So at some point, that circuit there overheated, and maybe that the fuse didn't do its job properly. So that's the kind of thing, like I'm not too worried about that, but at the same time, you have to keep in mind that this is not good. Could have overheat from the circuit, could have overheat because of water in there, who knows. There we go. Boom. All right, what else? I think we're pretty good in that one. Everything moving up here seems to be clear. So we might be able to just expand that wiring loom up here, just making sure we don't have anything in our way. Like that. Maybe we're even going to be able to tape that all together. If I remember correctly, that's the plug for a small light in the center console there, which is pretty useless to be fair, but yeah, might keep it since we have it in there. Oh, I also want to add something crazy on the car. I've seen that a few weeks ago, and basically the setup is pretty insane. I'm gonna be adding probably like, I don't know if it's gonna be on passenger floor or maybe right at the back here in the center console or something. I'm gonna be adding a little valve that you will be able to open up when going on the track with the car or even on the road. It's called an X sump. The X sump basically is a little reservoir of oil, like a little tank of oil with pressure in it, and it's basically making sure you're never lacking pressure from the fuel, the oil pump in your engine. So that's pretty insane. And another thing that's really cool with that is that if you're opening up the system before starting the engine, you're gonna have some oil moving around the engine before starting it, so you're already having oil pressure, making sure everything is lubed up before starting the engine. And that right there is really cool. It's really a nice thing. So there's about $600 worth of parts for making the installation, and it's protecting the engine. So it's really not a power mod but a protection mod, and I really think that could be a really good idea to add to the car. So we might be doing that at some point. Because yeah, we are on a crazy project that will never end. All right, so right there we have a few connections there. Okay, yeah. So right now we are getting exactly in the spot where we won't be going too crazy about all these stuff right there. I won't be doing shrink tube over stuff like that. Instead, we're gonna add, we're just going to remove the really old tape in there, and we're gonna be using the tape that Micah told us about. That one here, the Scotch 34, or the 700 in that case. It has been rebranded, but yeah, so basically we're gonna go and just wrap that in a proper layer of electrical tape. And the reason we are using that one is that it's supposed to be a bit more resistant to aging and the temperature difference you can expect to have in a car compared to other application. Because yeah, the car is gonna be used only in summer, but if it's stored outside for X reason or something like that, that one will keep its property even if it's super cold or super hot. And that one, we won't cut it like a crazy guy, like I was doing all around here. I'm gonna make it in the proper way. So same thing for that kind of things. Wait, maybe not this one. Where are you going? I have a ground in there. Oh, I have one in there. I mean, that's doable. So that one we will be able, that ground, to basically unplug it and put that shrink tube on top of it, I think. There we go. Let's move that up like that. I don't think a small one's gonna fit. Nope, no chance. Bigger one? That's not a bigger one. That is. Oh, barely, but it is. Yeah. That one, because one size bigger than that, it wouldn't have shrink enough. But that one's gonna do the work. So since this one is working, we might as well go ahead and make sure that we are using a shrink tube for that one. Shit. There we go. Right. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling way better working from outside the car like I'm doing right now than when I was inside the car. There we go. And so we're gonna have to bring that back here and unpin the ground again on both of these. Oh, I shouldn't have started with that one, right? Because now I have to do all the thing back there, yeah. But at the same time, if I'm not, okay, well. I'm gonna have to unwrap the tape I just did a little bit earlier. Classic. And we're gonna bring the wires down here. I'm gonna need also that plug right here. Yeah, see, that's gonna be the thing we might start trying later on, like electrical mirror, stuff like that. These are the kind of things we wanna be sure that are still working on the car. Even if, to be fair, the electrical mirror is just for maybe a year or two. After that, we're gonna go full fender mirror, like proper JDM car. They used to have that to save space in the streets. If you didn't know that, because basically they were paying their plates, their license plate, based on how long and how wide the car was. And basically because of that, well, now they used to put the mirrors on the fender just to save some space. There we go. So that one there, we already shrink to that. And that was right in the middle, right? No, bottom here, yep. All right, so that's the one we need to remember. And then both of them here, and these ones, even if we mix them up, it's no big deal, because they are all connected to the same thing and with the same length, or more or so. There. And there, good. All right, now we're bringing that down here, and we need to go through that shrink tube with all of them. Oh, and also need to unpin that one. Well, first of all, we can start with that one. I guess. So that one here with the weird connector in there. Oh, that one's gonna be a weird connector too. Well, not a weird, the large one. It's just that I don't like them for doing the kind of things we're doing here. Like that. What's going on with that? Is that a loop? Or am I just not doing that in the proper way? That has to go through that. I think I'm not doing it the proper way. Need that to work like this, so these one first. Like that. Then this one here is gonna go through. Boom, like this. Like that. And I think we won't have to unpin that, in fact. Let's go. Progression. So this one. In back, middle, bottom. Middle, bottom. Well, upper one on this one. On this side like this, like that, and like that here, bottom left, like that. So this one right here, that one over there, that one here. We can merge everything together like that, and everything's gonna be safe. Time to heat. Boom. There we go. So that one is all put together now. Gonna maybe try to shrink the bottom there a little bit more. It's in place. All right. So that. But after that, yeah, we won't be able to, until something proves me wrong, we won't be able to work that out with other one. We're gonna be using the tape. So I'm gonna tape that with the orange tape, then we're gonna move with the black electrical tape. So just so you know the difference between those two tapes, this one is ready to put together a wiring loom. So that orange tape right here is really made to hold together a bunch of wires, and the other one is to insulate the wires. So really big difference in there, really important to know the difference. So you're not using that for a wrong purpose. And I have a large orange tape we're gonna be using to hold the wiring tight together, because basically you don't want, with the vibration, you don't want your electric wires to basically move on top of each other and always having friction between them, because at some point, not like in a month, not like in a year, but through many years, you might end up having wire issues because of that, because they're gonna eat like each of them together. Like the rubber is gonna have a lot of friction until there's no more rubber in there, which is not great. All right, so let's go. Let's wrap it up. go. So yeah, from now on, for the rest of the wiring loom, we will probably use that a little bit more. So this one's done, but now it's gonna be keep track of what you have done and what you have not. Here we have a few of them, of those connection again, so we're gonna have to go up there at some point, and we have a wire to remove. We still have one wire left, but for now that's not bad. Here we have a module in there, didn't know that. That was part of a red wire. So that one's done, that one's done. Let's make sure we don't have any other. Yeah, we have one at the bottom there. Refreshing the tape. See, that one has a bit of I don't even know how you call that in English, but it's basically corrosion on top of it, which means that it has been not properly sealed at some point, and probably water leaked on it, so that's not great. I mean, the wire is not in bad condition, but it's not in great condition too, so an in between, let's say that. And you won't believe what, chat, I lost my roll of tape. I have the orange one there, but where's the black one now? There, on the side of the door. Classic. All right, so I was doing that one here. So basically I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start there. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one. There we go. That one right here is gonna be done. Now let's push that back in here. And there. Done, done. Anything else left in here? I don't think so. So we're gonna be moving up here. So right there we have quite a bunch of wires to do. And I don't really know why, because they are all one-to-one. So that thing here might have been hacked at some point. So maybe there was a problem with that wiring loom, and it has been replaced. So we're gonna be going through that and just putting that back together. Oh, no, I know what happened. That those wires were melted at some point by something, because basically there's no connection in them. It's just some melted plastic and rubbers. So that's a damaged loom right there. It's the first time we see something like that so far on the car, so that sucks a little bit, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it has been melted on something. So we're gonna be replacing the tape, just making sure. And we can see the tape is not as bad as some other one we found in there. So we're just gonna replace the tape on all those wires right there. Just making sure we don't have any other. Sheesh, no way.
Danix75 is looking for more power for the last 15 months. Alou.
Alou. What's up, Danik? Merci pour ces 15 mois de gentil support. What's up, my boy? 15 mois. On dirait que j'y crois pas qu'il y ait du monde que ça fait aussi longtemps déjà, genre. C'est insane. What's up, my man? wrapping wires. Comme tu vois, on a des moments excitants à faire du filage. Get fuck. Bon, le monsieur il trouve plus ça assez cool, ça avance pas assez vite à son goût le projet. Ah oui, mais tu disais, c'est ça, c'était dans le temps, pas nécessairement en ce moment, c'était dans le temps, mais il me semble que t'écoutais moins Twitch, quoi que t'étais full occupé, puis t'étais supposé te désabonner, puis t'as oublié, puis c'est pour ça que ça fait 15 mois, genre. Mais au moins, quand tu viens, t'as pas de publicité comme il va starter dans 44 secondes. Ouais, maintenant tu peux dire ça fait 15 mois puis que c'est fucking badass. Que t'es genre un ami en or. Hein? Pas tout le monde qui peut se vanter de ça. Oh non. Alright. 2 of them wrapped. Il y en a beaucoup qui ne peuvent pas se vanter de donner du support constant à des amis proches d'eux. Oh non. Je vise personne là en passant. Là. Imagine quelqu'un se sent concerné dans le chat. Non, vous êtes tous awesome dans le chat. Oh yeah baby! Puis tu vas avoir le droit de ride. Bro! En fin de semaine, j'ai conduit pendant un événement complet de slalom le Mustang à Montchemin de 700 HP. C'est violent. C'est fucking violent. En gros, premier essai, je me suis fait un peu peur quand j'ai mis 30% de la pédale de gaz puis que le char est parti sideways parce que la piste est un peu froide. Entre deux murs de béton. Toujours bien le fun. Puis ensuite de ça, j'ai commencé à comprendre le contrôle du char. En gros, je m'étais dit, hey yo, genre, c'est 3 fois la puissance de mon BMW. Fait que mon BMW, je suis capable de faire 0-100% de la pédale de gaz. Sur lui, ça risque d'être 0-30%. I was so wrong. Bro, genre, j'étais arrivé 30% sideways. En gros, tout le long du slalom, là, c'était 10% de la pédale de gaz que tu as accès. Si tu utilises plus que 10%, tu te mets dans la merde. Si ça peut bien le résumer, là. Exact, le torque est hallucinant. Tu sais, c'est un Mustang V8 Supercharge. La partie Supercharge fait une grosse différence. On va dire ça de même. J'allais dire une petite différence, non, une grosse. C'est un 2017. 2017, mais c'est un kit Supercharge ajouté, là. C'est pas un Supercharge de compagnie ou de quoi de genre. C'est le gars, au fond, il a plusieurs années, a acheté le char, a été faire du lapping, puis arrivé vers le mois de septembre ou octobre, il y a eu une bad luck où est-ce que... C'était octobre, me semble. Il y a eu une bad luck où il l'a crash sur la piste, puis il a fait, ouais, ben tant qu'elle a remonté, ah ouais, je mets ça Supercharge. Parce que c'est le réflexe de tout le monde quand tu plantes un char. Hein? Fait qu'il décide, ah ouais, let's go, je mets ça Supercharge. Fait qu'il a fait un inside projet avec. Puis au bout du projet, il est arrivé, puis il a découvert le slalom, tout ça. Fait que là, il se rend compte que le char est vraiment trop puissant pour faire du slalom, ce qui est fair. Mais par contre, c'est tellement le fun. Ça forge un pilote sur un moyen temps. Alright. So the damaged wire is going to be isolated properly. Mais ouais. Fait que une belle expérience pour de vrai. J'ai vraiment trippé ma vie là. Tu sais, sachant que le Datsun va être encore pire niveau torque versus le poids, HP versus le poids, ça va être encore pire avec le Datsun. Là. Fait que c'est un peu cave ce que je suis en train de faire. Je m'en rends compte. mais ça m'arrête pas, je continue. C'est une maladie. Je vais-tu mourir, docteur? Oh, si je meurs, c'est peut-être parce que je vais avoir foncé dans un mur à genre 2 millions de kilomètres/heure, là, mais bon. Si tu arrives à dompter ce char-là, les autres vont être plus faciles à comprendre, j'imagine. Exactement. Ben, si j'avais pas. C'est que là, j'ai pas réussi à cleaner mes cônes. J'arrêtais pas de frôler des cônes tout le long de la journée parce que le char est plus large que mon BM. Fait que mes réflexes étaient vraiment plus pour la BM, donc je faisais des pénalités. Mon objectif, c'était de faire une run clean. Je l'ai fait tout de suite en startant le matin. Puis ensuite, quand je me suis mis à pousser le char, j'ai pas réussi à recleaner. Mais c'est ça, genre, en soi, ça allait super bien. J'ai réussi à dompter le char, là. Je veux dire. À la fin de la journée, si tu enlèves mes cônes, j'étais en moyenne 1 seconde plus rapide que le propriétaire. Puis presque en première position de la catégorie dans laquelle il est. Fait que, tu sais, le char, je l'avais dompté, là. Alright, that. Can I pull that wire a little bit more? Yep, I can. There we go. Might put a little bit of tape here just to hold it together. Ouais, ben l'an passé, je l'avais battu sur ce char-là, je l'avais eu le droit de l'essayer une run. Puis en une run, j'avais été 2 secondes plus rapide que lui. Mais tu sais, il s'est largement amélioré depuis l'an passé, le pilote. Puis, tu sais, non seulement le pilote s'est amélioré, le char, il l'a modifié un peu, il a ajusté les settings, tout ça. Fait que, tu sais, le char filait vraiment mieux pour de vrai, là. Il était impressionnant à quel point il était agile. Mais ouais, fait que non, c'est ça. Mais oui, c'est quand même très cool d'arriver sur un char complètement différent du mien, puis de faire de quoi d'aussi bien, là. Fait que toujours très satisfait de ça quand je montre que je sais conduire. Alright guys, so we have 2 choices now, and I guess I have made it. I made the choice already. I'm gonna move just... Oops. There you go. I'm just gonna move up here where basically I have 3 wires to fix. So I'm just gonna do the same thing we just did, but with those ones. The only exception is that I cannot pull them out as much. Let's refresh the tape in here, then move at the front where it's a fucking mess. Tu sais, ce qui est cool aussi, c'est que, comme le gars disait, c'est que lui, au fond, un des trucs qui a encore de la misère en slalom, c'est de trouver la bonne ligne. Tu sais, d'arriver puis de avoir genre, OK, c'est là, faut que je passe de telle façon. Chose que moi, me vient très naturellement, tout ça, vu que, tu sais, les années d'expérience parlent là-dessus. Puis, justement, fait comme il disait, c'est qu'ultimement, le fait que j'ai conduit son char plusieurs fois dans la journée, j'ai trouvé la ligne très rapidement. Puis lui, il était assis côté passager quand je renais. Fait que qu'est-ce que tu penses qu'il a fait? Il a juste imité la ligne que je faisais. Puis tout de suite, il s'est mis à avoir moins de cônes qu'à la normale. Puis à faire des temps, à vraiment améliorer son temps très rapidement dans la journée. Fait que, tu sais, on suppose qu'il a peut-être roulé quasiment 1 seconde plus rapide que sa normale. Puis plus clean en soi que normalement, juste parce qu'il voyait ce que moi je faisais à côté. Ben exact, c'est ça. Puis c'est exactement pour ça, tu sais, je te mentirais pas, là, je suis chanceux parce que le gars, il me l'a déjà dit, il n'y a jamais eu personne d'autre. Il y a eu un autre gars qui est mon mentor à moi, qui était mon mentor à tout le moins, qui genre a eu le droit de l'essayer cette année aussi, parce que c'est un excellent pilote. Mais en gros, il y a personne d'autre, des amis à lui, tout ça, qui ont eu le droit de l'essayer, la voiture, là. Il a jamais laissé personne d'autre la conduire parce que, tu sais, pour lui, c'est son bébé et tout. Il y a beaucoup d'argent d'investissement, là. Fait que... apprendre sur le char, comme toi, tu connais ta BM, ça en est même plus drôle. Tu connais plus le BMW que Flo. Hey! Puis bientôt, je vais connaître cette Datsun-là beaucoup plus que n'importe quel autre char que je possède. Je connais très bien Flo aussi. Just saying. Mêle pas Flo à ça. Bientôt c'est toi, je vais connaître de même. Oh, Alright, let's wrap a little bit of tape around that. Oh, the was finally. Oh yeah. All right. That. See, that's the kind of thing you want to wrap with tape, just to make sure the wires are not all loose altogether. So that thing here, if everything goes well when testing the accessories, well, that's gonna be final right here. Boom. We're gonna put that back here with the floor mat going on top there. Easy peasy. So, now that this is done, let me move the cam a little bit. We're going in that. We're getting into trouble there. Okay, bye. Just drop the magnetic cup on the side. There you go. So, right here. This is the same kind of loom that we had. This is basically something quite intense going on in here. This is where everything's mixing together. The dashboard wiring loom mixed to accessories, to sensors, to air conditioning. Well, there's no more air conditioning, but more of the heater and stuff like that. And yeah, everything going at the back, everything coming from the engine bay at the front right here, everything is merging together. So at this point, it will be impossible to put everything, to unpin everything and put shrink tube on it. So we're gonna just go ahead and use the tape. So we're gonna be taping a lot of things together there. But yeah, we're just insulating absolutely the shit out of it. Just refreshing all the tapes in there. Honestly, at this point, it will not be a bad idea to already test everything, and if everything's working, just completing that. But the only thing I'm afraid of is that I have wires like here that are already unwrapped, so we don't want that to shortcut on anything. So we might as well just go ahead and already wrap everything together. Like you see, there's another one in here that is already unwrapped. So we're gonna be wrapping it all over there, just making sure it is protected, because a shortcut will be bad. I don't want to melt that wire loom, because it will be a pain in the ass to replace, not gonna lie. That's the last thing I want to do in there. And I thought of replacing it, and I'm glad we didn't so far. Like, there's kits from Painless and other companies like that that are doing a plug-in, like a plug-and-play wiring loom or universal loom. So it could have done the job, but it's not something I'm looking to do right now. See? That's why we are looking at our wires too. Here I have right there a damaged wire that has some copper exposed. So we're gonna try to fix that. And that's quite simple. We're just putting a bit of tape on top of it, because we're gonna be working with basically the fuse box later on. It's ordered, it should arrive in 2 days, I think. something like that. So we might be switching the fuse box to a recent one quite soon. So that's something we will be able to fix with shrink tube and stuff a bit later, but for now just electrical tape, making sure everything works. Because yeah, before replacing the fuse box, I want to make sure 100% sure that everything's working well at the moment. Like if that's so loud. That one needs to get a bit less loud than that. Agressant un petit peu. Le bot va jamais te laisser down, ok? Il est parfait ce bot-là. Il sait comment mettre un bon moment, un bon timing in place. Oh my god, that was so fucking loud. Right, we have a bit of melted wire in there, but I know exactly why. That's probably the time I set the car on fire while welding the floor pan. So we're gonna have to put a bit of protection on that. Moi, ça, des nouveaux earphones, non. Je vais en avoir de besoin si on continue de blaster du son de même dans mes oreilles. Parce qu'ils vont être remplis de sang dans pas long. Ah, mais si toi tu parles de ce que j'utilisais avant, le gros headset, ouais, ça, depuis le début de l'été que j'ai switch, j'ai pogné. Ouais, non, c'est pas mon truc préf, mais j'avais besoin de quoi de compact comparé à ce que j'utilisais durant les streams de garage, les early streams, les tests, là, comme avec ton Camaro, tout ça, j'avais besoin de quoi. Puis mettons qu'on ferait un projet, fait que là, tu sais, ça c'est beaucoup mieux parce que c'est plus compact, fait que je peux même mettre, des protections de bruit, tout ça par-dessus mes oreilles, fait que ça c'est cool. Mais aussi, c'est ça, je voulais de quoi de compact, puis je voulais pas de quoi avec un micro intégré parce que j'ai le micro directement sur le gilet maintenant. Fait que les Rode Wireless, puis ce qui est cool, c'est que j'en ai deux. Fait qu'on fera un projet ensemble, un autre projet ou quoi. Mon invité peut avoir au fond son propre micro, puis ça merge les deux audios automatiquement. Fait qu'en gros, je parle, tu parles, ça sort comme si on parlait dans le même micro pour les gens qui écoutent. Puis genre vraiment là, on l'a testé, puis ça marche vraiment bien là. On peut être collés un à côté de l'autre, puis il n'y a pas de dédoublement ou de quoi que ce soit. Les deux sont vraiment synchronisés top notch. Fait que ça, c'est vraiment, vraiment un gros plus là. C'est tellement cool comme setup. Right, another one. Je fais juste jaser en allant au travers du filage là parce que y a pas grand chose d'intéressant à voir ici à part des fils, puis encore des fils. Hey, avez-vous vu d'autres fils? Fait que là j'essaie de speedrun ça parce que j'aimerais ça qu'on d'ici la fin de l'après-midi, qu'on teste si les lumières et les choses de même ça fonctionne encore ou si je vais pleurer parce que ça fonctionne plus. Hey, what's up, Hawk? Good afternoon. Hope you're having an awesome day, Hawk. Hope it's not looking like a spaghetti like this. Cause this is a bit disgusting, to be fair. Alright, I thought we did that one, but we did a similar one. So that one is an old rusty, crusty little tape. There you go. Boom. Now we need to wrap it up. Yay! We love the good days. Hawk, are you planning on playing tonight? I need some Tarkov in my life. Last night I was supposed to play, then one of my good friend was leaving for 3 weeks because of his job, at least 3 weeks, so we decided to play on that looks like a shit show, but it is a shit show. We played some Hunt Showdown instead, so yeah. So maybe tonight I will be down for playing some Tarky, so I'm just letting you know. I mean, one thing, it is a shit show, but it's not too bad, okay? We have wires coming down here. This is going to the rear of the car, so you keep that going towards the rear, and some module in the middle, but we don't talk about this. Also, this is the fuse box, so just like in a house you have breakers, this is the fuse box, so everything's going here. This is a shit show. However, we're gonna be replacing that for a modern one, so at some point, but for now we need to test that everything is still working before replacing that. So here, this is a shit show because we have all the wires coming from the engine bay, all the wires going up here, coming down there, because we have quite a big mess of wire in there, and then it's getting all together in there. So this is the shit show, but it's not too bad, I guess. It's not great, it's not too bad. Depends on if I get some packing done for camping. You're going camping? For real? Damn! Are you going for a long time? That's so cool. I never did some proper camping, to be fair. Like, I mean, yes and no. It depends. Like, it depends what you consider camping. Okay, outside in the tent, like that, I've done a little bit, but like just for like a day or two, like a night or two, let's say. So, or no, not true. We did that on a fishing trip with my parents when I was younger. So never mind, I did some, but like it was never something like a go-to activity I've done. So it's always interesting because usually we used to rent a cottage with like no electricity, just everything working on propane and stuff like that, and that was quite cool, to be fair. But yeah, like full camping, yeah, I should try that. One year we were almost up for with some friends to go on a trip that was basically, how do you say that? The thing you do with huskies, the sled. Like with huskies, I don't know how to say that. Like dog sleds, something like that. And there was a thing where you were going with that in winter, and you could do that on a 2 days trip. So you were going with the dogs in the mountain, then there was a camp where you camp outside with a tent and everything in winter, and then you come back the next day, and it sounds so cool. My friends invited me for this weekend, Friday, Monday. Oh, nice, but I will be driving back to work in town, like 30-minute drive. Oh, not too bad. Okay, so you're working during the weekend, so you don't have the choice, but at least you're gonna finish, like, I don't think, for work. Oh, fair. Dog sledding, yeah. The best is when it rains and you can fall asleep to the sound. Yeah, that's so cool. And honestly, in my house, it's doing that effect, to be fair, a little bit, because basically with the shape of my house, there's no, I don't know how you call that, but like there's no in between, like a air gap between the roof. Yeah, top tier for real. Like, because my roof, my ceiling is shaped like this, there's no air gap in there, so it's basically when it's raining, the sound is straight inside the bedroom. did the, what's that? I can't figure out from that far the word. Let me grab a bit of coffee at the same time. Hey, Iditarod. What's that? I don't know that word. Iditarod? I don't know that word. Oh wait, what? That's so freaking cool. No way. There's no shot. Holy damn. Across the Alaska. Yo, that's probably so insane. All right, now I think this winter I'm gonna go for that trip, that 2 days trip with a girlfriend. Like right now, that just sold it to me. Like I want to try that. I want to try something different and crazy like that. Damn. Oh yeah. Now you're saying that the dog sled race. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've seen that in like things like news and stuff like that on TV, but never remember the name. So the name didn't tell me anything, but already saw that in some not documentaries, but like stuff similar to that. So yeah, holy crap, that's cool. The only thing, okay, I'm gonna say that the only thing I have a bit of difficulties with the dog sled is basically how sometimes they treat the dogs. So if you need to take care of this kind of industry, just because at some point they are dogs that are seen just as number for work. So we have 50, 70 dogs in one big empty space, and their life is boring because basically they are just getting in there, sleeping, getting up, working all the time with like no quite good treatment. So that's something I'm just in between. But like the place I'm talking about with the 2 days trip and everything, you see their installation and you see that the dogs are not just there for work. They have like a proper life. Yeah, that's so cool. I have a friend who basically rescued a dog that was at the end of its career as a dog sled, and basically they were about to put it to sleep. You know what I mean? And like that was really bad just because the career was done, and he saved the dog. It was 10 years old husky. She was like the leader of her group, and yeah, she was basically working for her entire life. And when I'm telling you that you have to take care of what, well, I mean, you have to take care. You decide what is your moral choice at this point, but basically, just so you know, she was always in the same empty spot for sleeping when she was not working. It was always the same, it's not a cage, but like an outdoor place that was, there was absolutely nothing there. At 10 years old, she had to learn how to go upstairs, like how to climb stairs, basically, because she never saw that before. So he was living in an apartment, and he had to teach her, that 10-year-old dog, how to go up the stairs. That's crazy. Like, it's mind-blowing. It's a bit sad at the same time, but like it's the kind of thing that she never had to do in her entire life because she was just there to work. But yeah, now I kind of feel like I want to try something like that. That will be so cool. Yeah. They really love that. You know what? If if he was a bit younger, I could have teach my dog to be to do that kind of work. Like my dog is a shepherd, so basically he's living for working. So and just running and having fun and like use a lot of energy. That's his life, and I could have teach him how to work for that kind of work. So like honestly, I could have tried with a sled or even with a snowboard or something, and he will just be super happy to go ahead and like, yeah, go ahead and like just I take the snowboard, I put a rope, and he will be so happy to just make the effort of pulling me. Like for him, that will be like the most awesome thing to do. Just like when I'm going for a ride of ATV, he's running behind the ATV just like he's following, and the fact that he's following is like the best thing in his entire life. But no, the best thing in his life is the ball he used to play with. Yeah, the Huskies are really, really cool. The only reason I will not have one instead of my dog is because they are screaming all the time. Like, honestly, they are screaming so much, and their scream is so funny and so bad at the same time. Like, holy crap, sometimes they are like so weird. Up with Brittany Spaniels. Oh, nice. My dad had them as hunting dogs. Yeah, they live with us too. We did a lot of pheasant hunting growing up. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Honestly, it's impressive to see a dog doing what it is supposed to do, like a job or something. It's just so impressive, I think. Let's wrap that up again, because the tape was gone. Honestly, I would love to have a midnight in the garage with me like a bit more often, but we tried and he's just trying to play, or if he's not trying to play, he just feels like the time is super boring, which is fair. I mean, I'm trying to do something else, so I don't have time to play, and he's like, come on, why are you not playing with me? Come on, hey boy, look at me. And like I feel bad for keeping him inside here, so I don't bring him too often. Yeah, depending which dogs, they are really smart. Like, I don't think TFG's dog Bailey is that smart at all time. Just saying that. I don't know the dog, but still the best boy. Such a good boy. Because it's telling TFG every time the wife is back home, and that's quite cool. Just like my dog is telling me when the package arrived from Amazon. And I love that. Yeah, that's insane. The brother of my girlfriend is looking forward to probably becoming a canine cup too. So we have the same kind of thing here in Quebec, and he's really a dog lover, and he's looking forward to make his way up there to be working with a dog in the police, which is really badass, to be fair. Badass and impressive. Like, he told me, because he had the chance to have an interview with one canine cup, and basically he told me that one good thing for a dog that will work as a canine in the canine unit is to be a bit obsessed with something, like need to be obsessed with something as a reward. So the reason for that is just because you want to be able to ask anything to the dog, and if he's doing well, then you can use that as the best gift in the entire world. So that's really helping the dog, because they need to be smart, but they need to also be not that smart. Like, it needs to have something that means the world to them, because otherwise they will try to push the limit. And that's where you have to balance for what is a good dog and what is a not so good dog for being a canine officer, I guess. I don't know how they call them, but yeah. So and like, basically my dog will fit quite well in that, because Midnight is like obsessed with his ball, like playing with the ball. Like, if you grab his toy ball in your hand, then like his entire focus will be on you, like nothing else count and matter around you, around him. Like, basically it's the only thing he sees, and because of that kind of obsession, he could be like a really good dog for that kind of work, of asking something super precise and having the dog do that thing. So that's pretty insane, honestly. There we go. Another one done. All right, we have a few of them left in here, but we're getting there. There's like 2 of them that has no wrap on them. So we're gonna try to do them right now. Just making sure they are wrapped. So if we're getting tired and not doing them right away, at least they're gonna be protected, those ones. Oh, and also on the other end, my girlfriend's mother has a dog that is super intelligent, but like, he wouldn't be a good canine dog just because he has absolutely nothing as an obsession or something, which means you can't unfocus him from something he decides to do. Like, basically, if you're putting food on the counter and like, yeah, you're putting food like somewhere in the kitchen, no matter where, even on the oven or something, and he focus on that, watch it. Honestly, watch it. He's quite tall. It's a Airedale. I don't know how you say that name in English. I know it's Airedale, but I don't know the second one, because I have the word right there, but I'm not sure what it is. Marie, tu peux peut-être m'aider avec terrier. J'essaie de trouver c'est quoi en anglais. I know that I know the word, but I can't figure it out right now. My brain is melting, just like the wires in there. Anyway, yeah, it's a Airedale, and like, that big boy, he's crazy intelligent, but when he decides he's gonna make something, a bad move, get out of there, he's gonna do it. He already stole the sandwich of my girlfriend's grandfather twice. He made one, put it away, someone asked for something, he went to help. He grabbed the dog grabbed the sandwich, eat it. Then after that, when the grandfather came back, he was like, "Where's my sandwich?" "Oh, I guess someone just took it." "No worries, I'm gonna do another one." He he made another one, turn around just a little, turn around again, boom, sandwich is not there anymore. And he was like, what the hell? And looking around him, there was the dog in the corner, just going like, finishing biting off the sandwich and eating off the sandwich. And he was like, oh, so that was you. So the dog was like good enough to grab 2 sandwich, which is pretty funny. What else? You right there, sir, deserve a new electrical tape. Like that. Like that. What else? You, sir, deserve a new tape. That's you. That's exactly you, lady old with the COVID. You're like the third person saying the exact same thing. There's just a few of them. And guess what? We're gonna be adding some more. Yep, survival mode. Oh, poor you. I didn't ask this morning, but you said it was horrible yesterday. You were not there in the stream because of that, and that's okay. And everything, but is it feeling better today? Or is it just as bad? I hope you're not working right now. Like, fuck working, right? Sorry for the bad words. Oh shit. No way, why? No sick days or something? Come on. Take off, play some Tarkov, go sleep. I know you have to pay for like your children and everything, but that's what sick days are for. Damn. A real warrior, to be fair. That lady, oh, incredible. All right, that. What else? You, sir. Feels like you're maybe one of the last, which is a good news, because I'm tired of doing that. I just want to put the dash there and test some things. Test that everything's working again. Well, I mean, joking, but you're working right now. So are you? Are you joking? crazy, you. All right, anything else? Yeah, you. I see you right there. Little wire. Let's give you a better tape because that one is gone. Well, thank you again, Micah, for that real good tape you told me to buy, because damn, we are using quite a lot of it. Hopefully we won't have a bzzz in there when we're gonna be reconnecting the battery. That will be a plus. Or turning on the ignition. There. Boom. Protected. Right, another one right here. It's going pretty well, to be fair. You know what, Val? I'm the kind of guy to keep all its sick days until November, then start taking them, because anyway, we're losing them at the end of the year. So if they are not paid by the company at the end of the year for not using them, I'm starting to use them before Christmas. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm sick right now. Yeah, of course I'm sick, you know. Is that one we did? Yeah, that's one we did. Oh, now I'm having difficulties to tell if we did that one or not. All right, which is kind of good news. That means we're getting at the end of it. I'm still throwing some stuff on the ground. All right, what else? There's a big one at the back here, another big one there. These ones could wait, to be fair. One here that the tape is getting rejected, so that one we will do right away, and it's accessible, so might as well. There. Alright, that's not the best. Don't want it to stick together. There you go. There you go. Bam. That one. Are we missing something? Probably. The most important thing right now, like I said, is to make sure that we are not missing one that has no cover, just like that one. Spotted one. So basically right now we're looking for anything that has no tape on top of it, because that could be dangerous. We're gonna need to make sure we have none of those before wrapping that in the final wrap. Like, honestly, it could live like that and have no consequences at all. But do you want to take the chance? Because I don't. There we go. That's okay. That's okay. Anything else in here? So far, so good. grounds here. There. Stick together. Right, so far now it seems pretty good. Looks like we have completed most of that. Here we have another one, that's an old tape. Let's replace that. I think we're gonna have like maybe 4 or 5 left in there. But I feel like I'm not able to see them properly at the moment. Not that it's gonna be better later on, but you know. Oh, where was that one I just removed? I prepped, oh, it's there. Prepped the tape and everything, but like I was not seeing it anymore. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. There. Everything in here is okay. That's another one. I might as well try to complete that. I'm tired of doing that, but we might as well try to finish that. So if everything's working, we're gonna have to clear the fuse box later on this week or next week, and then we're gonna be wrapping everything together and putting that back as final, and that's gonna be huge progression, because when that's gonna be final, that means we can go on and start reassembling part of the interior. That will be great and motivating. Well, I say that not until the steering wheel is in place, but you know, one thing at a time. All right, so I'm gonna do the 2 here that are hard to access, just because why the fuck not? I'm saying that, but yeah, no, the tape is gone. One seems not too bad, but that one is super bad. It's funny because those white wires look like house wires, except they are not like solid copper in there, but like a few hundred small wire like you use in cars, but just feel weird to see that. Can I reach those? Can I unwrap those? Is more the question. Not sure. Don't want to come. I mean, there's some stuff I'm starting to ask myself where it was going. Not so great. Looking here, I have some vacuum hose and I'm like, I don't remember where that was. Oh yeah, I was supposed to check if we were missing something for our lunch tonight. Whoopsie, forgot. Might have to go to the grocery store again if we are try to figure out something to replace the missing ingredient. There we go, boom. The two that seems to be hard to reach are done, which is great. This is done, this is done, everything's done. Everything's looking great. And I don't feel like we are missing anything that is not covered or something. Yeah, everything looks pretty good now. So, shall we try to put everything back together? Like connect those here. And there. Like so. That's gonna be the dashboard connection there. Are we really going to do that? That will be so cool, right? Now I need to know what was going in here. And that. And everything. Oh, and everything, in fact. That seems like a good fitment. No, it is not. We're gonna have to figure a few things out here. Let's push back everything in here. There. Oh, I'm so old. I almost fall. Front cam. Hey, what up? Whew, my legs. I was crouched for way too long there. So what's going on now? Basically, I feel like we're gonna start working out if we can connect the battery. Well, no, not exactly that. There's one thing I need to connect on the ignition key, and then once this is done, we're gonna probably try to put back the dashboard inside there, and also the flasher lever and the wiper lever in there, just so we can see if something's working in there. Like if we put everything back there, then we put a battery, and I think I have one laying right there. We're gonna be able to just connect to the positive side of it. How would I say that? Yeah, we will be connecting the two main wires for the ignition switch that should turn on all the power through the car through the wiring loom. And then once this is done, we can go ahead and test some accessories. So just before that, we're gonna be putting headlights. We're gonna be just adding a few little things in there, just to make sure we have just a few things to test out. And if it's still working, we don't see anything strange, well, we will go ahead and remove the dashboard again, and we're gonna be ready to wrap it up. So that's pretty cool. And that's pretty good. All right, let's do this. Right, so a lot of accessories I didn't know what it was for on this side was for the dashboard. But first of all, dual side. Hey, it catch that while I was inside the car. So basically right here, you're looking a little bit up there. I have a cutted wire right here. That one is going with the one that is there. So these two are going together. However, they're going to be connected differently quite soon. So I'm just going to do a temp fix for that, because this one here is going to be used for the key to be turned to the on position. This is exactly the wire giving a signal, so that's why it has been cut, because it has been hacked before. So yeah, we're gonna grab something to just do a temporary connection in there. We're gonna let the key barrel hanging just like that and put the key in there. So not the greatest, but it's gonna work. Because basically what I'm planning to do with that, which is a bit strange. I've never seen anyone do that, and I wonder why, because I feel like it's like one of the greatest idea I ever had. We're gonna be using that wire here to put a little 12 volt duct where basically I'm gonna have that and this wire connected to one port, and it's gonna make a connection port for any accessories I'm adding. So I'm gonna try to hide it somewhere where it's gonna still be accessible by the underside of the dash, but at the same time being protected from anything. And so we're gonna be able to add accessories easily in the car in the future. Because anytime you're adding like a relay or something like that, most of the time you need to connect that relay to the accessory, to the ignition switch, just so you have a signal for it to turn on when the car is on and not when the car is off or at any time in there. So that's the idea, and that's what we're trying to do, like having a place to connect accessories without hacking our wires all the time. I'm just gonna remove the tag for now. Gonna grab that. Remove a bit more wire here, just so I can twist them. Because yeah, basically, if you're able to tell your car that, hey, well, your accessories that, hey, the car is off, well, the only way to do that is with that wire right here, that and the accessory one, but the ignition switch is really the one you're looking for. So this is connected for now, not super well. I'm gonna put a little bit of tape on it just to make sure it's not going away while we are testing things. Like, that's temporary, like I said, just want it to stay together. So I'm just going to wrap it up. And so this is gonna be a 12 volt, so I don't want it to spark on anything too. So there we go. And then we can put the dash in there and connect also the wiper lever and stuff like that. So let's do this. I'm not so young anymore. All right. Are we going to get that thing working? Hopefully it's a yes. Let's try not to break it also, because that's not in a bad shape, and it's worth a lot when it's in good shape. Like, I won't say mine is 100% great, but it's not bad at all. It's not all crack or anything. So, well, in fact, it's in pretty good condition now that I look at it. So we don't want to crush that. The key barrel is gonna go at the bottom a little bit. Then let's put that on. Oh. Right, we have cables in here. What are you, good sir? I don't need you right there. There we go. Hey, we almost have a full interior. No, okay, not at this point. Do not exaggerate. We will put the key right there, no? Not true. I mean, that will work. If we cannot put it back on the steering column, we could put it somewhere else. And technically, it will work. All right, so what else can we connect together? This here was going for one of these switch. This and this I think was for the clutch pedal, but for now we don't care about it. That one right here, I feel like it is the one for the main harness right there. And we're gonna connect most of those out there. So that, these ones. Let's go on the other side because we have more connectors on this side than here. So we're gonna try to figure that out and see if there's things that can connect together. I'm just looking quickly here, making sure I'm not missing anything, but I don't think I do, or at least not a lot. Oh yeah, never mind. I know one we are missing right there. It's this one, the wiper one. Yeah boy. Okay, let's move on the other side. I forgot that it was not stuck in there. What have I just done? Maybe I should securize that a little bit more. Just like that. Why are you falling now when you were hanging just well in there? Right, boy? We might need to securize that. Just one screw like this, maybe one at the top right there. Oh, I had a ratchet earlier and had the good size. Just want to securize that a little bit. Sorry, you're not seeing what's going on because basically the dashboard's trying to go away. That seems a little bit more safe, even though I'm not sure this is threading properly. I mean, it's holding now. All right, let's go on the other side and try to connect a bunch of stuff here. So, all the wire in here, these are going with that big thing here. So we might just go ahead and do that, and the last one here going alone at the bottom right there. Well, I think nope. Oh, the black one here, that's the one going right there, and that one's going on top here. Yeah boy. Gonna check if it checks out. Yes, the pins are matching. Let's go. And so that one's coming right there. Boom. So our main harness right there is plugged, which means we should have a few other things to plug together, and then we would be good to try. That here is going right there, I guess. Well, not in that one. Or is it? That one for sure is going there. but these ones are not. I also have that one there. And it's not going on any module at the moment. That one I feel like I removed that from a place I shouldn't have removed it. That one here, that should fit. All right, no, that's not the good one for sure. That's the radio, that I remember that properly, and it's all hacked up, so we're not caring a lot about it. Oh, I have a few things in here. That's okay, just make sure there's no wires in there. Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one, right? Yes, it is. That makes more sense. And then the radio going up there. Everything's making sense now. I have a few other plugs that I don't know where they are going, but I feel like we could be doing a test with that. And that needs to be out of the way to not spark on anything. Like that. Anything else I can plug right now? I don't think so. All right, should we try that maybe? That's gonna be that might be quite funny, to be fair. Front cam. So basically right now the idea is to bring everything in here. So I have these modules that we don't really care about. What we need is to connect the negative here on the battery and the positive too. So I'm gonna grab two locking pliers. I don't remember the name, but yeah, I'm gonna grab those and basically lock the signal on the battery. So it shouldn't spark at first, it shouldn't. We'll see if in practice it's the same thing. But yeah, we're gonna grab the clamp. Bring a battery, knowing that we don't have any more of those battery tray there. Any battery tray is gone. That box, we don't need that anymore. It will go away soon. All right, let's see how much voltage we have in that, because that might make a big difference if we don't have enough. Let's see if we can do the test for now, because that battery has been laying around for quite a while. $12.5. We should be good. I don't know for how long, but we should be good to try it. Anyway, we're not trying to start anything. We're just trying to see if accessories are working. So that's two different things. So, all right. I'm gonna put, compared to the normal, I'm gonna put the positive around me and the negative around the other side. In fact, I'm gonna go that way. Like I said, we're just making sure it's not falling on the ground. That will be a good idea. All right. That's not working as I want it to work. Just want to make sure it's not going to fall. Well, we could clamp that one right there. All right, we're gonna see if it's working. So I feel like it's gonna be a bit sketchy, so don't judge, please. If I had the battery tray in place, it would work perfectly, okay? All right, is there going to be any spark right now? Hopefully not. I'm gonna trim those. You're staying in there, yeah? Where's the electrical pliers? There. Please don't fall battery, not when I'm looking. I don't want a battery to explode on my ground, please. That will suck. So I'm gonna just be trimming those. So I'm gonna be removing a bit of wire there. Well, like that. Gonna be turning a little bit the cam like that. All right, so we will see if it's sparking. Please don't. So I'm gonna do that, twist them together. Okay, I just saw a bit of electricity go through that, but like not a big spark, so that's a good sign. All right, I'm going too fast. Let's put some headlights on. So basically here, all I want to do is not having it in place. I just want it to be connected. So if we want to test that, we're going to be able to. Same thing, I'm trying to make sure they are not falling on the ground. And if you are lucky, you're going to be able to see them turns on. That one at least you should be. So just like that, we will see if it's working. Oh, I'm already trying to go too fast. So here, I'm gonna be grabbing the levers for this exact thing. I need to put back basically the lever for lights and wipers in there. I just need to make sure not shaking the car too much. Right, that's good. Everything's working in here. So let's connect these wires all together. What are you? You are this one. Dual side. Right, so here I am just plugging everything together, making sure everything should work. Like these are the main wires. This one here is the cruise control. We're gonna be deleting that, so that's no big deal. And that one on top, I don't remember what that is, so we won't give too much crap about it. This one's connected, that's the important one, and that one too. So with that said, it should be good. All right, so now we should be good to go. We should have signal in the dashboard. We should have the possibility to turn on the headlights. So let's connect the battery. Front cam. All right, so right now I'm just using the clamp to basically stitch the wire to the battery. So it's not having a lot of clamping force. It's really just to make sure it stays in place. Is there any chance of it falling? Not really, it's coming back in place. That's pretty good. Yeah, all right. So far, no explosion. Is the webcam lagging? I just saw a big lag in there. You okay, Cam? All right. Keys. Let's try that. Oh my God, I'm kind of nervous now. If there's nothing, probably just because I miss a connection. If there's crazy thing, that's gonna be bad. You ready, guys? Dual side. Okay, so I have eyes down there. Just gonna put that. It's clicking. We have stuff. The relay for the starter is working. So far it's working. We have lights. We have stuff happening. Signals are working. Dual front. Hey! We have headlights. All right. We won't have wiper, right? No, because the fuse is blown. So I have to replace that. Do we have? All right, that one here is not working, but because I'm missing the connection right on the motor there. But this is, everything's great. I have the voltmeter, everything. Cruise control on. We will be replacing that, but so far heater is working. Lights in here are working. High beams. Working on one. I don't know on the other one. Anyways, it's working. Our wiring loom is still working. We don't have everything to test, but it's working so far. And I trust myself on that one. So yeah, that let's make sure we unconnect that. Bam. Cool. Great success. So with that redneck setup, we just proved that we still have a lot of things working in the car, which is awesome. So headlights working, high beam, I saw them change on the ceiling here. So they are working, keys and everything. Now, no joke, I really want to see if the wipers are working with that new module, because like I said this morning, it's been, or at the beginning of the stream, I don't know, it's been 10 years I own the car. It's been 10 years the wipers have never worked properly. So I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna switch a fuse from one place to the other and see if it is working. So I'm gonna grab the fuse from another accessory in here and switch that with the wiper relay, which was the blown fuse I showed you earlier. So I had a 15 amp in here. Was that it? Yeah, 15 amp. I'm gonna try to find another 15 in there and put it in place. That's a 10. That's looking like a 15. Wait a sec, I'm looking for it. Not sure. It's not written properly. It's pretty hard to see that. 25, that's too big. Oh, that maybe 20 amp. 20 amp will do just to test it, but that's not the exact one that I need. 15 amp, I got one. There we go. 15 amp in place. All right, is it going to blow? I don't know if I'm more nervous about that one or not. So, oh, I bring the keys all over there because I thought we were done, but I just decided to do one more test. Because now you have to understand that if this is working, the module we added, we replaced in there was the problem. If it's not, the problem is somewhere else along the electrical wire in there. So that's why it's such a big deal. It has been the main issue on the car since forever about electrical stuff. Like the engine was bad and everything. So, but yeah, other than that, like I will say it was the only main thing that is on. All right, guys. So I'm gonna bring you there with that one, and you're gonna be able to see if here, if there's a big spark in there, you're gonna know that something went wrong. 3, 2, 1. It blows. It's not working. All right, let me turn off that. Wipers are not working. Did it blow? It didn't though. It didn't. So what's that? Why is that? Is it because the car is not? No, he should be able to. All right, so that here, sending the signal, everything is in there. Everything's in here. Why is that not working? Are we connected up there? We should be. The linkage seems good. Well, ish. We are connected up here. So the good news is the fuse didn't blow up. The bad news is I don't know why it's not turning on, but there's quite a few connections. I don't have the plug in there. So that might be that there's a plug not like plugged properly. Well, not plugged at all, which would be the power for the motor, because the motor is not trying to spin or anything. So that is good and bad news at the same time, I will say. Because basically now, since I don't have that working, I'm gonna have to chase that at some point. But yeah, for now on, at least we have quite a bit of an answer that it is kind of working now, so that's okay. Well, I'm kind of okay with it. Is that one's working? All the wires. Yeah. Hazard. The hazard lights are working. Kind of. That switch is like done. I will need to replace it ideally. But so far, everything's okay. I'm okay to disconnect the battery. We're gonna be able to wrap everything up. I'm pretty sure once we are all wrapped up, we're gonna be finding what we are missing in there, and that's gonna be good, hopefully. Hopefully. But so far it's going well. Honestly, I'm happy because it could have been way worse than that. So that means we did quite a good work cleaning everything up. So we are on the minimum wires, except one thing in here, but we are pretty much right there with how many wires we need for the car to run its accessories and everything. And the new ECU, basically we're gonna be linking that to, like I did on purpose, try to start the car even though there's no engine in it, obviously. And I could hear the relay click, which means we're gonna find that relay and we're gonna be connecting the ECU to that. So when we're having the signal from the car, from the switch, the ECU is gonna see that and take that as a, okay, let's go, I'm triggering the starter motor. So that's gonna be really, really good. All right, we can remove that, we can remove this. Front cam. Front cam. There you go, we don't need that view anymore anyways. So yeah, I don't know if you realize, but that is good. Honestly, that is awesome. That is one of the best progression we had so far, because that means we have completed something. We have completed big part of the electrical wiring in here, which is awesome. So we're gonna be able to finalize part of that. So also I need to order those Dutch connector. I just realized that. So yeah, so that's pretty awesome. The dash is gonna be able to come out again. We're gonna be disconnecting most of it, and we're gonna be wrapping everything in there with the sleeves. And it's gonna look neat. Then after that, we're gonna be working on basically the brake pedal, and then we're gonna be working on the steering column once and for all, trying to fit everything in there. I still need to think on how I'm gonna tackle down those things. I could buy basically a hanger for the steering column that could work. However, I will say that it's not my ideal solution, to be fair, just because first of all the part costs like $200 to $300, which is not cheap at all for just a hanger. And other than that, I feel like I'm supposed to have everything in here to make it work. So like I said, we just need to make sure the steering column is getting out of the car in a, like, how would I say that, like in a solid way, like there's no places for it to twist, so that the telescopic shaft we will have between the steering rack and the steering column inside the engine bay is gonna be the only part that is really moving in there, because you want a straight shaft coming out, straight shaft. We want a straight shaft coming out of the interior of the car, and we want a straight shaft getting out of the steering rack, and the only like flexible ish rod linkage in there is the one in diagonal linking the two of them. So that's the hard part. I guess I just had a crazy idea, but yeah, nah, that's not the way you do it. Gonna have to think about that, because that could work. Yeah, I have to think about those. All right, so that's gonna be that. I think I'm gonna remove the dashboard right now, just making sure. I'm still like in my mind at the moment trying to think about how we're gonna tackle that down. I feel like I'm gonna end the stream tonight and just think about how to do that properly. So I'm gonna bring the camera outside here. I don't want it to be in my way. Put that here. And I'm gonna be unplugging everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see that most of the things seems to work right now. So that's pretty awesome. That we need to remove 2 bolts on the other side to make sure we are having the dashboard free again, free from moving, and we're gonna put that back on top there. added a screw right there. All right, so that was holding pretty well, in fact. Because now it's falling, so it did the job. Ow. Right, are you still connected to anything in here? No. You're just coming with me, right? Do that properly, please. Please stay open. You're not? Okay, thanks. Ugh. Ow. All right. That's out of the way. Whew, that's heavy. Yeah, maybe the connector I was missing was right in there somewhere, so no big deal. We will find that out at some point. Also have a few connectors going absolutely nowhere in here, so that's gonna be other thing I'm gonna have to take a look at. Bam, there we go. I'm gonna grab also this one and this one. Just taking that out of the car. Gonna have to take a look in the book what these two wires are for. But for now, we're putting that here. And there we go. So progression, we're made. All right. Man, I see the cam lagging when I'm getting close. I don't know if it's just me, but that's weird. So guys, I'm gonna stop it there. But honestly, thank you all for being here. There was quite a lot of people this afternoon, all the way from the beginning to the end of the stream. So that's such a pleasure seeing this. There was a lot of chatting in the chat and everything. I love you all. I just want to say that. I love you all. You're awesome. And thank you for following that project. That means a lot to me. Like, I could be doing that alone in the garage, but I don't feel alone doing this. I feel like I'm sharing knowledge. I'm sharing stuff. I'm sharing the story that's gonna become the story of that car, like the thing I'm gonna tell people at shows, at the racetrack and stuff like that. Basically what we're doing right now is writing the story of everything I'm gonna say to the people in 2-3 years from now, next summer. It's gonna run next summer. But yeah, basically everywhere I'm gonna go with that car and people asking me, hey, that's so cool, have you owned that for a long time and everything? That's gonna be part of the story, and that is freaking insane. So guys, I'm gonna see you again tomorrow morning for sure. We are going on with that car now. We are working hard to make everything works together. So I'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully everyone's gonna be there. See you, love you all, have a good evening, bye.